Hello and welcome to another Mario Party 4 minigame review. By this point, we all know that Mario Party is a big fan of using puns for their minigame titles, but some of them just don't work and come off feeling way too forced. Today's minigame is one of those. It's the 1 vs 3 minigame, Fish and Drips. Both sides are trying to fill up a giant plastic Cheep Cheep with water before the other side does. If you're the single player, you'll have to hit a random combination of 6 buttons to get a squirt of water in. If you're on the team, each team member will have to hit one random button to get the water in. But let's be honest, the squirts of water you use to fill up the Cheep Cheep are anything but drips. Which makes me feel like whoever named this minigame was just searching for any water-related word to work for this one. But that doesn't make it a good name, and it doesn't give me much hope for playing the actual minigame. But let's keep an open mind and see how this minigame is.
Well, contrary to the kind of dumb name this one has, it's not that bad to play.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I like all these mini games where you just kind of have to push a combination of buttons. It's really rewarding to see how fast you can go without making a mistake.
Yeah, and it's much better than the alternative of mashing the button.
True. You do have to be careful not to go too fast though and make a mistake if you're the single player, because if you do, you'll have to start all over.
Oh yeah, that tripped me up a couple times. But I really did enjoy that because it made it more challenging for the single player. Working on the team, there's a little bit of a pause between each player while they figure out what button to press, so you end up being a little bit slower. So I think the single player really needed something to make them slow down.
Yeah, I think so too. It seems way faster to win this one if you're the single player. It's not impossible for the team to win, but it definitely does advantage the single player.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a little bit more fun to play as a single player. I feel like 1 vs 3 minigames always have one side that's a little bit more fun, and for this one, it's the single player.
Yeah, if you're on the team, you're just hitting one button, which is fun because you want to get done fast, but it's not as rewarding as going through a whole combination of buttons. So overall, this is a pretty good minigame with a pretty bad name. Pushing all the buttons in the right order is really rewarding, but if you're on the team, you don't quite get that sense of satisfaction since you're only hitting one. But it's still a race and it still stays intense, so you'll probably have a good time with this one. I know we did, so we're giving it 4 stars out of 5.
Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Next up, we'll be reviewing Fruits of Doom. I feel like at this point, it's pretty safe to assume Bowser's involved.
He always is. If you want to see what he's up to in this minigame, watch our next video.
Hope to see you then.